So, what is this new legal research and writing requirement by the NCA? Very recently, the NCA changed their policy to include additional requirements for NCA students. It only applies to people who received their NCA assessment on January 1st, 2022 or after January 1st, 2022. So if you're somebody who's looking to apply right now, you will probably get this new requirement which you have to complete. I want to talk about this requirement in detail as to what it is, how can you fulfill this requirement, what is the cost of doing so, and in the end, I also want to talk about my opinion on this new requirement and what I think about it. When I wrote the NCA exams, there was no such thing as completing a legal research and writing course. So I definitely have a few things to say about it. So if you're interested, keep watching. So what is this new research and writing requirement? So when the NCA assesses a degree, like a foreign law degree, they want to make sure that students who are requalifying as lawyers in Canada have certain skills that are necessary to succeed in Canada. So some of the skills that you need are, for example, problem-solving skills, oral and written communication skills, writing skills, researching skills. So back in the day when you wrote these NCA exams, the NCA assumed that you fulfilled all of these skill sets. So problem solving, legal research, all of the requirements were fulfilled by just writing the NCA exams. But now the NCA thinks that that's not the case. People need to actually take a separate course on legal research and legal writing. So that's why they have introduced this new component. So you also have to write the NCA exams, and on top of that, what that means is additional to that, you have to complete a new requirement, which is taking this course. And how do you take this course? I'll talk about it just in a moment. But just to summarize, it's a new requirement, and anyone who got their NCA assessment on January 1st, 2022 or any time after January 1st, 2022 has to complete this new course. How do you fulfill this criteria? There are two ways of doing so. The first one is that you could either go to a Canadian common law school and take this course. So it'll just be one course, which is legal research and writing course. You go there and you take this one course and you're done. But because this is a very new requirement, I would double check with the NCA to see what courses are approved and what type of courses are not. So for example, I don't know, and I haven't really conducted any research on which schools offer this course, but I do know that when I was at Osgood, we had to take this course, which was legal research and writing. I don't know if we had to or I chose to, but there was this course available. Now, if somebody now wants to take that course thinking that it's going to fulfill the NCA requirement, I would double check with the NCA to make sure that it does eventually fulfills your assessment criteria. A way of doing so, and which in my opinion, is a cheaper way of doing it. I feel like if you're going to go to a Canadian school and take a course, it might be very expensive, but I don't know. I don't exactly know what the fee structure is for taking just one course, but I'm pretty sure it's a lot higher than this other option, which I'll talk just now. So the other option is that the NCA has designed a course themselves, partnering with a Canadian Center of Professional Legal Education. So basically it's like a legal institute, and NCA has partnered with them to design this course specifically for internationally trained lawyers in Canada. So how do you take this course? First of all, there's an eligibility criteria, which is basically you need an NCA assessment, which says that you must fulfill the legal research and writing requirement. I can't go and take that course because I don't have that assessment. Only people who have that assessment can go and take that course. So that's the first thing. You can apply for that course online. I can actually put a link in the description box below. I looked at the page which talks about this course. It's very detailed and I found a lot of the answers super easy to read, so you can take a look at it. So you have to register for it online. You have to pay a fee, which is 375 Canadian dollars plus tax. So if you include tax, I believe it's around $425. So if you pay $425, it's an online course, which is 8 weeks. And as part of the course, you complete some online modules, and you also have to do some online quizzes. And yeah, so it's an 8-week course. Now, also remember that you have to register in advance for this course. So this course is offered 6 times a year. So you have to be very, very careful as to if you want to, for example, if you want to complete all your requirements by a certain time, so you have to make sure that you register for this course as well. So I don't know, I haven't really spoken to anyone who has taken this course. If you know anybody who has taken it and would like to share their, just experience, just comment in the description box below and I can reach out to you and maybe we could have a session. I would love to know more about it, like how does it work and stuff. But from my understanding, because I took this course at Osgoode, I know for a fact that they're going to teach you basic legal researching techniques, how to, legal writing, like how to write, basic stuff. But it's important actually because different countries have different ways of writing legal opinions, legal memos, and all of that. So they will most likely teach you all of that there. I think that's about it about the course. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below and I can definitely look into it. Now I'm going to move on to what do I think about this course and what is my opinion on it. So lastly, what is my opinion on it? Now, I think that my opinion is that it is a good requirement to include, but I think that this will not be helpful for everyone who's appearing for these NCA exams. Because people come from different backgrounds, people come from different experiences. For some people, legal research and writing is something that they've already done multiple times. They're practicing lawyers, and they clearly, in my opinion, know how to conduct legal research or know how to write. But for others who are fairly new, I think this will benefit them a lot. So my opinion, I guess, is it's good. It would have been better if this was maybe included for people who maybe didn't have any experience before. Like if you have no legal experience, you have to complete this requirement. If you have more than 4 years of legal experience, you don't have to complete this requirement. So that's my take on it. So I'm going to elaborate it a bit. So the good thing about this is that you'll have a professional teach you how to conduct legal research, which I think is important. I learned it when I went to Osgoode. If I only wrote the NCA exams, I don't know if I would have learned this skill. I know this because I went to school. So for people who are only writing the NCA exams, this might be helpful, just kind of understanding how to conduct legal research. Legal writing, very important. I think there's always something to learn about writing. You can always improve your writing, even if you're perfect at it. There's always a way to be precise. There's always a way to communicate better. So legal writing, I think it's an important skill to learn. Frankly speaking, when I did my LLM here, and I also did a pre-LLM program, they taught us legal writing from the scratch. And I found that super helpful and definitely think that's a good thing about it. Now, just moving on to why I think that this shouldn't be for everyone. So to be honest with you, I haven't really used any legal research or like the things that I learned. Like I don't conduct legal research like that because I don't do litigation or I don't do barrister work. So I don't know how helpful that course would be for somebody like me who's not going to go into, let's just say, that area of the law. So I don't know if this is really helping somebody or is it just, or maybe it's just something that you have to to do. So that's one thing that I would say. I don't necessarily think that it would be beneficial for all areas of the law, but might be beneficial for some. The other thing, like I said, is somebody who, for example, like lawyers who move here from, I don't know, different other parts of the world who have had experience for, let's just say, 5 to 6 years. I don't think that like they probably know how to do all of this, but I don't know how much they'll benefit out of it. Maybe some people will. Maybe some people, for them, it's very repetitive. The other thing is also the added cost. I mean, it is another $400, which you could save when you're a student. That's a lot of money. So that's also one thing that that I'm just thinking about, is that it's an added cost for people who want to requalify. Back in the day, it was just the exams, but now it's like an added cost to that. So overall, like, I think it's good. I understand the intention behind it, and I think that it will be beneficial. The only thing that this is just my personal opinion. I think that there could have been like, oh, if you've like some people, like, for example, if they have experience, they don't need to do it. But yeah, but I guess you have to do it. So it's just my personal opinion. Thank you guys for watching. I hope that this was helpful. If you have any questions regarding this legal research and writing requirement, please let me know. If you're somebody who recently took this course, also comment below. I would love to get in touch with you, and you know, we can have like an online session or something so we can share that knowledge with people who are watching. Thanks guys for watching, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.